Ya Rabbi salli ala nabiyyika daiman fi hazihi dunya wa bas insani.
From the Notre Dame and St. Mark's cathedrals to Big Ben and Westminster Abbey, they're all symbols of the Western world. But according to a new book, Gothic architecture might not be as European as we think. Stealing from the Saracens: How Islamic Architecture Shaped Europe is a book by Diana Dark. The writer traces the origins of the West's greatest buildings back to their Middle Eastern precedents. She says the Twin Towers, the rose windows and the vaulted ceilings that define Gothic architecture were actually born in the East. Dark adds it was medieval crusaders, pilgrims and merchants who brought these techniques and styles home after encountering Arab-Muslim culture. Well, let's talk to Diana Dark, who joins us from London.
And so I think it's actually very important to acknowledge cultural debts. And of course, the influences, everything builds on everything else. That's what became very clear from writing the book, that a new power comes in and it takes over what was there before, the art and culture and architecture of what was there before, and adds to it and synthesizes it. And this is what happens time and again. And it was actually the first Islamic empire, the Umayyads, who synthesized the pre-existing Byzantine architecture and art that was there. They synthesized it into something new. And so that is the first Islamic art. And when you examine it closely, you see that in that you have the first pointed arch in Umayyad art. You have the first trefoil arch. And these are things which have been taken into European religious architecture. The mosque that was built by the Syrian Umayyad who escaped, the sole member of the Umayyad family who escaped the slaughter of the Abbasids when they came to power. And this one Umayyad prince escaped all the way across North Africa and founded his new Umayyad empire in Spain. And you see all the architectural features, the two-tone brickwork, the arches, the stiles, the vaulting, all of this has been taken, has come in, first of all, through Spain, because of it came from Syria originally. And I just feel we should acknowledge that. We're not trying to say, everything came from the Middle East or everything is Islamic. No, of course not. But all these influences moved and were then built on. And so it's important to recognize and appreciate this. It actually helps to deepen your appreciation of a building when you enter it, to understand something of the backstory. Mm-hmm. And I found that recently. I've been able to visit a number of Gothic cathedrals in the course of July, just now, and I now see them all with new eyes, and it's really deepened my appreciation of them. So I think that's the ideal solution, if you like, that we acknowledge everything.
Ya Rabbi salli ala nabiyyika daiman fi hazihi dunya wa bas insani.